already said mine, but I'm gonna make it again a little twist and turn like that. It's gonna be, first of all, we're gonna grab my journal here, and then I've got my laptop for the lighting and shit. Gotta make this live quick, by the way, because I'm gonna get late for school. I mean to say, boss. All right. Date 5 of December 2023. This is the day, what is it? Day 3 of, right? We're gonna set a routine, right? I'm gonna tell you exactly how you do that. First, you figure out when you are going to wake up. When I'm gonna wake up, it's gotta be 4 a.m. for me. How much do I need? How much sleep do I need? It's gotta be 7 to 8.5 hours at the max. So first figure these two out, because this is like the main foundation of how your routine is gonna be built upon. Your wake up time and your sleeping time. Sleeping, because majority of your day, like you spend your days sleeping in 24 hours, you will need to sleep like 1/3 of the day. So for me it's like 7 to 8 hours 30 minutes. So that is when I'm going to wake up and how much sleep do I need. So you can do the same for yourself. When you're going to wake up and how much sleep do you need. I'm repeating this again because some people just joined this live stream just now. And right after that, everything is kind of like vague, okay? It really depends on the person that you are. But what you want to make sure is that you want to workouts. Plan your workouts. Wait, let me just, yeah. Some important things are like planning your workouts, planning your meals, planning your work time, okay? Work time. So my best workout time is actually in the evening. But in order to challenge myself, I'm really gonna try it in the morning, and I'm just gonna see how it goes. So it can either be evening, night, or in the morning, okay? Your workout time, figure that out with your workout time and then your meal time. In fact, according to meal, we're gonna figure out first how many meals are you gonna have. Rough idea. For me, I'm gonna have like one, two, three, four, 3 to 4 meals, because I also eat at school, right? And let me just say 2 to 4 meals. Sometimes I don't eat at school when I'm not carrying any money, because bro, sometimes we gotta stay economic, right? But yeah, it's better to fast sometimes, intermittent fasting. So 2 to 4 meals. Let me just, yeah, 2 to 4 meals. Maybe 2 to 3 meals. It doesn't have to be a lot, because meals and bulking up is not my focus of my life right now. So you figure out when are you gonna work out, and when are you gonna have your meal. First of all, how many times are you gonna eat in your day, roughly, like in your average day? Think about your perfect day when you're doing this. Yeah, that is the important thing here. Whenever you are making this routine, which we are right now, you want to think about the best case scenario routine. So 2 3 times a day. When is it? It's morning, it's at school, it's just afternoon. If I don't eat at school, I eat at home. If I don't eat at home, I eat at school. It's the same shit. And then at night, with my brother's calling. Oi! Ah, come on now! Shut up, bro. My, hold up, bro. I just took my brother's hair conditioner yesterday, so I need to give back. Hold up, bro. My bad, my bad. Kind of forgot to give him back. Yeah. So where was I? Yeah, figure out how many times you're gonna have your meal, and then figure out when you're gonna have those meals. Gotta be specific, yeah. Okay. So work time. Okay, now we so far talked about workouts. We so far talked about meals. We so far talked about how much sleep and stuff. Now we're talking about work time. When are you best at work? Okay, me usually Like anytime for me, anytime. Like I can work pretty much anytime, right? I can study anytime, I can record videos anytime, I'm fresh anytime of the day. But even though that is the case, there's still gonna be a certain period of time when you're like unbelievably more focused. Okay, you want to figure out those timing that makes you like a different kind of machine, that makes turns you into a machine, right? So that is like in the morning for me. Yeah, morning and night are kind of equal for me. But evening, afternoon, that is like I get a little slow. Not in the way that I'm getting slow or something, but relatively to the performance that I can do in the morning and at night, with my studies, with my video editing, and with my scripting videos, recording videos, and all of that shit. I'm best at morning. Yeah, morning. If do a lot on morning, I can't do a lot at night. But if I don't do a lot on morning, then I get that second life at night. I get the second type of energy at night again. So morning and night, that is the best time for me. But still, I'm still gonna do some small tasks between the day, like studying at school and all that, going through some notes, writing some notes. That's that stuff. Yeah, setting up your routine. That is the shit right here. The main shit that really, kind of are the main factors that affect your sleep. Of course, we could add like light, getting the sunlight and all in these factors, but the main ones are like working out, your meal time, and then your study time, your work mode. Now, getting back to the sleep hours, okay? I'm saying that I need 8 hours of sleep, right? And I need to wake up at 4 a.m. for my perfect day because I want to wake up, right? It's my own choice. So, according to that, I need 8 hours and I still need to wake up at 4 a.m. So, I'm thinking that I need to sleep at around 8 p.m. So you kind of figure out how many hours that you need, and then according to that, you figure out when do you need to sleep to get the sufficient amount of hours and wake up at the hour that you want, wake up at the time that you want at the same time. So that is like the main shit. I've made a detailed, long ass video on setting up a routine. I don't remember the exact stuff and exact topic that I've went into on my live stream previously, but these are the main shit. I'm only gonna cover the main shit in my videos, right? So, some things we could add on. I mean, you guys could also ask some questions, according to routine. How is it gonna be, following it with consistency? And by the way, talking about consistency, it's gotta be through small wins, repetitions, and then visualization. Small wins and visualization is gonna be good because you're gonna get familiarized with your routine that makes you picture yourself as the guy who already follows that routine and is not trying to like follow that routine for 30 days challenge or some shit. You become that guy who follows it, and it's effortless for you after that because you are that guy. You don't need to be anything else. I'm talking kind of fast because I need to say the shit before I go to school, yeah. And yeah, you could sometimes add in your shower timing or your bath timing. Bath timing is also important because two times every single day, in the morning and evening or night. So I take bath in the morning, in the evening or night. It really depends on the day, but also you want to like at least have an idea of when you want to take bath, even though if it's not like specific. And everything after that, I'm gonna tell you what to do after that about setting your routine. First of all, fucking write school down, because if you're going to school, bro, you need to get it done quick. Like when do you go to school? For me, it's like 8. I get ready at around 7:30, suppose, but it's already 7:30, so I'm kind of late today, but that's fine. 7:30 to around 3. I am at school. That is the school time. You want to already mention that in your routine that you're making for yourself every single day already. Check that off. How many times do you bat? When do you bat? Check that off. How many hours are you going to work? Okay. How many hours are you gonna work? How many hours are you gonna study? For me, I'm gonna work for like 8 hours approximately throughout the day, including the shallow and the deep work. So figure that out. When are you gonna do that? Figure that out. That is like the main things. how many meals are you gonna have and when are you gonna have those meals. Figure that out. How many workouts are you gonna do if you do more than one workouts? If it's only one, fine. Figure out how many hours are you gonna do, how many time are you gonna take doing that workout, and when you are gonna do it. For me, I take like 32 an hour long workouts, and I do it in the evening. But now I'm trying to do it in the morning so that I can really get myself energized to wake up 4 a.m. in the morning, because I think that will be a huge ROI to work out for 30 minutes instead of just putting that in my work task, because I can do work tasks later at the night time when I'm not doing the workout. So yeah, really depends on what you want, but look at these factors that I've just mentioned. And right now it'll be so, cool for me to tell you to do this at this time, but it's difficult to say that because it really depends on the type of person that you are. When do you like to do what you want to do? But the general idea is that every single minute, every single second, you want to get it all checked off. Suppose, example I will give you. You wake up at 6 a.m. in the morning, and then you don't fucking write, study at 7 a.m. Because that will leave a huge gap. Because what are you gonna do at 6 a.m. between that time to 7 a.m.? Because you have written to study at 7 a.m. example, right? And you are right waking up at 6 a.m. You need to fill up the gap between 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. too. You can't just leave it like that. Even though you're planning to study at 4 p.m., you need to figure out what happens before that, what happens between those time. I come back to school at 3, suppose. Planning to study at 5 p.m. I need to plan out exactly what I need to do at 3 to 5 p.m. Okay, eat food for 30 minutes, 3 to 3:30, and then from 3:30 to 4, I'm gonna, do meditation and stuff, and then 4 to 4:30 I'm gonna go do my workout real quick. 4:30 to 5 I'm gonna take a bath and get ready for study. 5 to 6 I'm gonna study. 6 to 6:15 p.m. I'm gonna take some rest, just meditate, walk around, and then 6:15 to 7 I'm gonna study again. Be specific as possible. Every single minute you want to get it checked off. Nothing should be left behind. There shouldn't be any hour of the day that you are not doing anything, because you should have the ability to answer this type of question, which goes like, oh yeah bro, what are you doing at 6:53 p.m.? Now that is random fucking time, because it's not 7 p.m. It's not what are you doing at 6 p.m. It is what are you doing at 6:53 p.m. What are you doing at 6:37 p.m. Random fucking times of the day. But you should be familiar with that, because if you're not familiar with it, life is just pushing you around and stuff. So you want to set it as much as possible. Fill it up, right? You want to set it as much as possible to the point where you are filling up your day totally. Now, in order to follow that, it's not gonna be perfect always, because this is the perfect day, but this is not so that you can follow it 100%. But if you could do it, follow it 100%, that is totally fine. But the idea is to just have an idea of what you're going to do at the specific moments, because one of those days when you're just having nothing to do. You could do something, but you just have nothing planned out. So you're just dumb, you're just going back to default mode. You didn't study, you're procrastinating, you're falling through pleasures, you're ending up jerking off, doing those bad habits. But when you have a specific routine, like the school sets for you, every single part of your day has a meaning, has a task for you to do. Do that shit. Now, it could be something like, for me, it's something, my previous routine was something like wake up at 4 a.m., visualize for 10 minutes till 4:10 a.m., and then 4:10 a.m. to 4:20 a.m., I'm gonna take a cold shower, and then from 4:20 a.m. to 5 a.m., I'm gonna be journaling, and after that, for next 10 minutes, I'm gonna be meditating till 5:15 a.m., and then 5:15 to 7:15 I'm gonna do my recordings and my YouTube stuff, and then from 7:15 to 7:25 I'm gonna brush my teeth and all. No, not what is that shit and poop. Yeah, that is my shit and poop time. And then 7:25 to 8 I'm gonna get ready for school, something like that. A rough idea, but the main theme is that everything is checked off. And like I've just mentioned, right, I'm gonna work on my YouTube for 2 hours in the morning. But I don't have an idea what specifically should I work on. Should I record video? Should I go live for my extreme reset day 3 or some shit like that? Or should I just script some videos? I don't know what to do specifically, which is why you also want to get another factor checked off, which is that every night you set off a to-do list, and you could also do it as soon as you wake up, but it's like right before you go to sleep that previous night. That is the best time because your brain power should be all exhausted and you should go to bed that way. Or else if you're waking up and setting up your to-do list just the same day for the same day, it's gonna consume a lot of your brain power, so that is not the thing that you want to do. Night to-do list. Create a to-do list. Be specific of what you're gonna study. Like if you're gonna study chemistry, if you're gonna study for school next day for 2 hours, you're gonna specifically write the topic down. Chemistry chapter number 2, chapter number 3, page number this topic, this type of question, this much question I'm gonna study. Something like that, as specific as possible, so that every time it's already time for that to do it, because you made a routine. You already know what you're gonna do. It's just a matter of whether you show up or not. And when you're trying to show up, you gotta do it anyway. Now I'm gonna talk about consistency too, and all of that shit. Yeah. So the main general theme is to fill that up, fill your routine up as much as possible. And second, be specific with it. And I'm just gonna write it down. Fill them up. Be specific. Fill them up. Be specific, and then trial and error. Trial and error. Trial and error, because you're not gonna follow this routine perfectly. Even though right now you are having this idea of a perfect routine, maybe after some few weeks that is not gonna be the perfect routine for you. Maybe it's gonna change. Maybe it's gonna be working out at night instead of in the morning now, or maybe it may be studying at night instead of in the morning. Fine, change it. Keep on updating. Create this almost like a routine to update it almost like every Sunday, or every every start of the month, every end of the month, or some shit like that. Just get consistent with updating your routine every time you feel like it is time to, like, at least give it a week or so. Don't just update it because it is hard or something like that. Don't be a pussy, just follow it. And then to get consistent with following, just visualize yourself. Okay, what have helped me to stay consistent with my previous routine was to visualize yourself waking up at 4 a.m. doing that shit. And then sometimes you also gotta sacrifice works at night just so you can wake up earlier. That's also something you can keep in mind. I woke up at like 5:30 today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at like 4:30. Okay, I have already have it planned out. I've already visualized myself doing that shit, so I'm familiar with it. Every time I wake up at 4 a.m. or 4:30 a.m. and it's dark outside, it's fine for me because I've already visualized in my mind waking up at 4:30 even though it's dark outside. It's normal for me because I've already thought about it. Even though I didn't experience it, I've thought about it just the day before. So it's gonna be easy for me to wake up. Just gotta turn on the light and some shit. It's fine. And I've already made a video on how it feels like to wake up at 4 a.m. What do you do, and how you can really manage yourself to wake up very, very early through some factors like light workouts, getting cold shower and all that. And I really dive deep into that topic in my previous live stream. You can check that out if you're kind of interested in waking up early. So, keep it up. Give that man his condition back. So we have, yo, Romeo, what's up? Good morning, bro. Conditioner, yeah. Yeah, I got my Instagram, and I didn't really integrate it with my YouTube or some shit like that, because I don't want people to, check Instagram and then end up watching some asses because they are checking my Instagram, because that would have happened to me a lot when I was younger, like checking the celebrities Instagram, but then suddenly on the way on the explore page, as I'm about to search up the celebrity's name, I'm getting distracted by all these bitches twerking their ass, these TikTok motherfuckers doing some fucking cringy trends or some shit. So I didn't really link it on my Instagram, but you can, join the Discord and then, send me a text, and then you can message me on Discord. I'll send you that if you like. If you would like to connect, that'll be great. It'll be fucking great. And yeah, so see you tomorrow. By the way, I'm gonna What can I sacrifice today, right? What can I sacrifice today? What can I sacrifice today? What can I sacrifice today? Mm. What can I sacrifice today? Don't gotta think much about it. I'm gonna sacrifice time to clean my table every day, because taking time to clean your table really helps, because it doesn't even take much, first of all, and by this, as soon as you do it, you get a refreshment in mind. My mom is calling, by the way. Oi! Yo! Akaw ganoy. Gotta get ready for school. Hey, hey. Ah. Bro, I need to do this live stream kind of earlier from tomorrow. Okay, that is also something that I could do. Yeah, first of all, time to clean my table every day, right? Because your table is the reflection of your mind. If your mind is messed up, your table is messed up. You can try that out for yourself. Every time your mind is gonna be messed up, you are procrastinating and shit, your table is messed up. If you have a clean mind, you have a clean table automatically. At rare cases, maybe you have a clean mind, but you don't like cleaning your table. Rare cases. I am grateful for my laptop today, because it's giving me the lighting and it's kind of looking dark at the same time. I'm usually turning on my flashlight from my phone, but I can't because I'm going live with my phone at the same time. So I'm grateful for that, because it keeps my room dark and I only need to focus on one thing, which is like video editing and stuff. And I only need light in this area, nothing else. And that really helps me to keep focus. And yesterday meditation I did at night instead of in the morning. Now I'm gonna do meditation right after this. So something to think about meditation, because it doesn't take much, right? So maybe I'm gonna do this meditation like for 2 minutes right now after this video, and then after that, after school, maybe I'll do it for another 3 minutes or so, and then before bed, I'm gonna do it the rest of it, like at least 10 minutes every single day total. So that is what I'm doing. I'm staying consistent with my habit tracker. I'm visualizing every single day, recording videos every single day, studying every single day. Yeah, I'm writing down the percentage of how I am able to follow my daily routine every single day. Till now, it's like 7%, 7%, 20%. But once I get into the waking up at the right time habit, it's gonna be huge improvement. So, keep trusting that shit. Yeah, improve your life one step at a time. Always.